If you watched this vlog last week, you'll know that Eduardo Peroni de Zara has joined the team as a researcher and presenter. One of the first things that I asked him to research was 5 yachts used in James Bond films. Now, the reason that I asked him to do that was that a yacht builder approached me quite recently who's resurrected a brand of yacht that was used in one of the very early Bond films, and I thought it would be a good link. As a matter of fact, we'll be talking about that brand very shortly. Sadly though, a few days ago, Sean Connery passed away. Many people consider him to have been the greatest ever actor to have played the part of James Bond. Now, although it's sad, of course, that he's passed away, in my opinion, his life should be absolutely celebrated as somebody who lived life to the full and had some incredible accomplishments. So in that spirit, let's have a look now at 5 yachts that appeared in James Bond movies. Sunseeker, an iconic name in the world of British yachting and a well-established feature in 007 movies. As such, I think it would be crazy not to start with the very first yacht to be produced by Sunseeker. Launched in 1971, the Sunseeker Sovereign 17 was used in Quantum of Solace to take Bond to a Tuscan villa, and it was captained by none other than the shipyard's managing director, Robert Braithwaite. This really is an important boat for the shipyard and for British yachting in general. This was a time when there were no real English builders in the sports and leisure market. This iconic British boat is by no means the most extravagant Sunseeker to appear in a Bond film, with none of the Q branch wizardry, but it definitely is one of the most classic looking Bond yachts there is. And coming in at number 2, a timeless classic, the Sunseeker Predator 108. This yacht is the perfect example of the inherently sporty styling that the global leader infuses into their design. This iconic yacht moves through the water like a frenzy of sharks, propelled to a top speed of 45 knots by her 2 MTU 2000 series engines. It seems fitting that she's owned by brothel boss Le Chiffre, arguably one of the most spine-chilling villains in the Bond series. Starring in the film Casino Royale, the Predator 102 served as the floating crime palace for Le Chiffre and his henchmen. They actually built full-scale models of the yacht's interior to be used on set. GLASTRON is another regular feature in many of the James Bond movies, with one of their powerboats playing a key role in probably the most legendary chase scene in Bond history. But that's not the GLASTRON I want to talk about, as epic as that scene was. I want to talk about the GLASTRON CARLSON CV23HT. This composite boat is the rarest of the rare, with only 3 given the one-off custom silver grey metal flake paint job which features in the film Moonraker. But of course, what makes this boat so quintessentially James Bond is the level of customization from Q branch, from mines, torpedoes, to even a hidden glider which Roger Moore uses to escape the boat as it crashes into the Iguazu Falls. Unfortunately, these days there's only one left known to exist, and it belongs to the Ian Fleming Foundation. Coming in at number 4, another yacht with as much history as James Bond has class, the Bueller Turbocraft. Designed by a former aeronautical engineer, this boat was the first ever to feature water-powered jets. This really was a very popular boat in the past, with some of its major patrons during the 60s being the Kennedy family, the Secret Service, and even the Soviet Union's Nikita Khrushchev. But even with such a strong reputation with intelligence services, it wasn't until 1965 when a 19-foot Bueller Turbocraft was used in the film Thunderball by Sean Connery. Then it really took off. Losing popularity over the 80s, the Turbocraft has since been reinvented. Now, this is the builder that inspired this vlog. Now under new ownership, they've released the new Thunderclap, paying clear homage to the classic yacht that brought Sean Connery into this world as the Secret Service agent that we all know and love. Now at number 5 we have the super sleek Spirit Yachts 54. This all-wood sailing yacht is a real head-turner, with all of the mahogany topsides and classy curves that are not only typical from the Suffolk shipyard, but they seem to ooze that Bond elegance that we all know and love, with a very simple but refined interior that can sleep 4. This yacht is perfect for day sailing or cruising, perhaps from Montenegro to Venice. We even get to see this beautiful boat sail through the Venice canals. In fact, when the film Casino Royale was shot in 2006, she was the first sailing yacht to go through the Grand Canal for 300 years. And if you do enjoy James Bond movies, you'll be interested to hear that I recently filmed a complete walkthrough video of a yacht called Skyfall, which is a Sunseeker yacht. And I did that walkthrough video in a very James Bond style. So you'll be able to see a link to that video in just a few moments. Actually, now that I'm filming a lot more walkthrough videos, I take with my phone and I post Instagram live stories, which is resulting in a really interesting Instagram following. So if you want to see any of those Instagram live stories, make sure you follow me on Instagram. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel to not miss out on any of those great walkthrough videos.